SMT Nation, we back nation. We're going to take a look at a tweet here from the network leader over at T-Mobile. He gave us some of the statistics during the game, and a couple things are pretty notable here. We obviously don't have all the details. We'll know more at some point later today. There'll be some press releases and stuff like that. We want to know if the network held up and how it performed, and see how the companies, the carriers, are serving their customers. All right, and for me, I think the expectation is that based on the upgrades that we saw, that we got from the press release from T-Mobile, that they probably did pretty good outside the the Super Bowl, getting out of the stadium. That's where I think maybe there might have been some issues from time to time. But anyways, let's take a look at what we know currently. This was one of the tweets from Ulf Ewaldson selling us some Ulf tickets today. Let's see what he had to say on this. Anyways, you guys can follow me on X if you're looking to get interactive with the community there. That's where this was posted. All right, so according to Ulf, first half of the big game, and T-Mobile's network was put to the test. All right, total traffic carried on the network was at 1.4 terabytes, and if I'm looking at the timestamp here, it says 9:58 was when it was posted. That would put it in the heart of the game, like right smack dab in the middle. So a lot of that would have probably have been like pregame, around like the obviously not during the game so much, but 1.4 terabytes of usage, and that is a combination of 4G and 5G traffic. Total number of connected users, or it says total peak connected users. I'm not sure if there's more. Maybe that's just that's the number of connected devices to their network, but it says 11.6 thousand. So if that is indeed how many customers were represented connecting to the network at the venue, you're looking at probably somewhere between a 15 up to maybe an 18% market share for T-Mobile, right? So that would mean that AT&T likely had a larger share, and we know that Verizon, for what it's worth, typically has the largest market share at these NFL games, let alone the Super Bowl. They're closer to like 50%, right? So I think 47 to 50%. All right, average user 5G download speeds was 233. Why they didn't give us the 4G speed, I'm guessing it probably wasn't good, and it wouldn't fit their narrative that, the whole like we're the best 5G network, biggest 5G network. And then here's a speed test from somewhere in like the booth or something. I don't know. They're definitely in a box here. All right, so 742 megs down, 42 megs on the up, ping at 8 millisecond, no packet loss, jitters at 6 milliseconds. That's a pretty stable connection. That's plenty of throughput. Excuse me. I'm not sure. I'm guessing this is millimeter wave. I don't think there's any other way to do this in this venue. And we know that based on the press release, they did have, millimeter wave fitted throughout the stadium. So that's good. The only thing you don't see is you don't see video, right? I would have liked to have seen them, obviously run the speed test in video form. To be honest with you guys, sometimes, you might not want to just take the carriers at their word. Hopefully we get some photos and videos and posts from other folks that were at the game, just for the sake of continuity. We do know that, outside the venues is likely where there may have been some trouble. I bet you the carriers were fine inside DAS and millimeter wave and stuff like that. My concern would be outside at the venues, especially after the game, right? The Vegas Strip, stuff like that. We'll see. I did watch Carlos S. Tech and his live streams. He did a couple, and I can definitely let you guys know, you should watch some of that content if you want to see how the carriers did. Verizon obviously was very good. I would expect them to obviously show the best performance. But AT&T and T-Mobile, the both of them, did have some moments where they showed pretty well. They also had some troubled moments, when I was watching his streams. So definitely a mixed bag, and we'll see. And I'm sure more people will post stuff, and we'll get some more numbers. Maybe we'll get some numbers from AT&T and Verizon on the data that they carried. We'll see how they performed and what they were able to do and accomplish. But good so far here. Lots of usage. What do you guys think about these numbers? Sound off in the comment section below. Well, the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.